Charlie Very and Oliver Fabricius are on the front row. Very on pole position. Harris Roberts starts in third. Ewan House alongside Braith Murdoch and Maya Simpson on row 3. Charlie Lomas starts in 7th place with Andrew Dixon alongside Ben Adrian and Daniel Hartley on row number 5. James Tate starts in 6th place. Leighton Kelly alongside in 12th. Then it's going to be Aston Brown and Charlie Kelso, Ben Robinson and Tyler Davis with Amy Peacock and Tom Drake on row number 9. Alex Lynn and Harry Friel, Ellis Dealey and Alfie McBain with Zach Kane and Harry Warby on row number 12. Then it's going to be Bella Brown in 25th place. That's your 1 minute board then shown at the front. That's the cue for our runners to get their engines started. What this will also do is be one final opportunity for our drivers, not only in the final alone, but also to stake a claim for the driver of the day here at Warden Law for round 1 of the Kart Championship. The winner will pick up a superb prize from Circuit Watchers for the driver of the day. So we'll have to see if anybody out of this Minimax final can stake a claim for that one. I've got a few drivers in mind, so we'll keep an eye out as well to see if anybody can in the final effort can trump who I've got in mind for our driver of the day. Field making their way round, then Charlie Very will dictate the pace from the pole position berth. One final dip into the live chat comments. But Jamie Crozier on saying the marshals up there, I'm assuming here at Warden Law, are mint. Best of the best. Shame I took the day off. Well, I hope you're enjoying watching the action nonetheless. Lincoln Bevan and Nicholas Ellis both on, wishing Harry Warby all the very best from the Isle of Man. Front row on the right hand side there, Charlie Very off pole position, Oliver Fabricius on the left. Field coming through then. Looks like everyone is in position. Into the tram lines they come, and we are not all in position because we've got a false start and the final race of the day. We're going to have to wait another minute or so to get this one underway. Straight they go then. Drivers once again just trying to going back into single file format just to try and get some more temperature into their tyres. They'll come back to a dual format as they go onto the back straight. And one final check of the weather as the clouds still hang over us here at Warden Law. Doesn't look like we've got any incoming, which is wonderful. We're going to get through a full day of racing here dry in the northeast of England. Very and Fabricius once again in front of Ewan House and Harris Roberts. Roberts in P3, Braith Murdoch and Maya Simpson rounding out your top 6. I'm going to make their way through. There's your final runner out of camera shot. Just being told to slow it down as they go round the final corner. Got to get into the tram lines. And we are going to have another go at this one. Once again, see there on the screen, the green flag with the yellow chevron on it, denoting the false start. So we're going to have another opportunity at getting this race underway. Oliveri from James Fabricius, then from Fabricius and Fabricius at the front in this mini-max class. Still 12 minutes on the overhead timing, so none taken away for these two rolling up laps. Very in the yellow, Fabricius in the orange cart on the right hand side. Already seen his brother take a victory today in Micromax. We'll be looking to add his name to the honours roll at the end of the day as well by taking victory here in Mini. Still weaving to try and get some heat into those tyres as they make their way round the horseshoe. Into the final corner, into the tram lines. Can we get going at the third time of asking here? The light on the overhead gantry is still being shown as a false start. The light's not extinguishing, but the timing did start going down. So, but it's now we're being shown as a red flag. So, I will assume we're going to just have a stoppage in the middle of the track here, just to sort this one out and then get us going in the get us going properly. So clerk of the course, race director, looks like he's going to stop the field in the on the start finish straight and just have a little education session with some of our runners as they get themselves into position. See there on the start line. So red flag being waved and at all the posts as well. As they so they'll be into position. Engines are being turned off. And I'm getting a feeling in a minute. I don't know whether it's because they need to sort out the order here or whether we're going to get all of the drivers out of the carts and bring them together for the for a confirmation. I'm not sure whether it's an order issue further down or whether it's a not being close enough issue. So we'll try and ascertain what it is as we just make sure at the moment. It was a 20 of James Tate who was just being spoken to briefly there by the race director. I think the instruction that I'm trying to understand there is that obviously they've got to go a lot further round the outside, which means they've then got to be carrying a little bit more speed as well as they head down towards the start-finish line. I think the indication is that the problem has been more from the tail of the field not quite being close enough towards the leaders rather than the leaders not going too quickly, which is often the case. But it looks like the leaders, no issue with them, and they're now going to be told to close up a little bit more. Looking at the overhead gantry, and the drivers are sent on their way, and we'll see if we can get this going at the third or fourth time of asking. Minimax then, the final race of the day, making their way round into the grid positions. Let's see if we can get this one finally underway. So it looked like we were okay with the front It was the midfield that just needed to be a little bit closer as the field make their way around that Gasworks hairpin. Red light on the overhead gantry. Field in the middle of the pack, closing up. A lot closer and slower. Round they come this time. The lights extinguish and the Minimax final is underway. Charlie Very leads them over the line. Harris Roberts gets to the inside of Fabricius and then his contact. Braith Murdoch into Fabricius. Fabricius turned round at the first corner. Contact then with the 14 of Braith Murdoch as Fabricius turned in. Murdoch was there and Oliver Fabricius is facing the wrong way. There he is at the back in the 90, making his way, trying to get back through the field and see how far he can come through in this 12-minute plus 1 lap race. Very then leading. The 45 is under investigation. That's Harris Roberts. He was in 3rd place, so I don't know whether that's for a jump start or not. As the field make their way round the horseshoe. Charlie Very then over the line in front of Harris Roberts, Braith Murdoch, Ewan House, Maya Simpson, Andrew Dixon, Charlie Lomas, Daniel Hartley, James Tate and Leighton Kelly. And then it's Tyler Davis, Charlie Kelso, Ben Adrian and Tom Drake in front of Aston Brown. That's your top 15 as Andrew Davis tries to get down the inside of Ewan House. And Ewan House is now forced wide. Davis has to slot back in. Down the inside comes Lomas on Maya Simpson. Simpson trying to run and keep the foot in. Daniel Hartley's going to try and get to the inside there in the 3. And behind them, that's the 20 of James Tate trying to find his way through as well. That's Braith Murdoch down the inside of Harris Roberts. Up into 2nd place. Roberts then down into 3rd. Ewan House, Maya Simpson, Andrew Dixon on timing the last time round. Murdoch then up into 2nd. Dixon up into 5th. Hartley 7th. Lomas, Tate and Davis in front of Kelso. As the field stream round turn 1. The top 3 though have broken away. Very, Murdoch and Roberts have got a gap back before Ewan House and Andrew Dixon. That's Daniel Hartley trying to put the move down the inside of Maya Simpson. Has to back out. Simpson then closing the door into that left-hander of centre 1. Charlie Lomas behind as well with James Tate. And then the final runner that we can see on the screen there. Here's the 82 of Tyler Davis, who was quick in the previous heat, making his way through. There he sets the fastest lap on the as he comes over start-finish once again into the slipstream. They go. Hartley now down the inside of Maya Simpson. Simpson closes the door once again. There's contact from Tyler Davis into the side of James Tate as they try and share the same piece of tarmac into turn number 1. 8 minutes and 45 remain, so we're not even at 1/3 race distance yet, and the 2 leaders already have a gap of almost 2 seconds, with Very leading Murdoch and Roberts. Then there's a gap of 1.3 back to House, Dixon, Simpson, Hartley, Lomas, Tate and Davis. Kelso looking here on screen, see the 97 of Ben Robinson with Ben Adrian and Amy Peacock in 15th, 16th and 17th respectively, just in front of Alex Lynn, and then the recovering Oliver Fabricius in 19th place. Braith Murdoch sets the fastest lap of the race as we've got a driver facing the wrong way there down at turn 1. Not sure what the number on that kart is, but it was in front of this battle for 15th, so we'll try and see who is dropping down the order. It's the 78 of Leighton Kelly, who was in 12th place. Now behind the 23 of Zach Kane, who's down in 25th, our final runner on track the previous lap. So Leighton Kelly dropping all the way down the order. There's Tyler Davis battling it out with Charlie Lomas around the double apex, then into the triple left of the horseshoe. Out of the slipstream comes Davis on Lomas. Doesn't make the move though this time. Your leaders, the gap closing once again with Braith Murdoch setting the fastest lap. Charlie Vary in front, 0.3 of a second. Then they've got another 0.3 back to Harris Roberts. Simpson and Hartley on screen at the minute, 6th and 7th respectively. In front of them, Ewan House and Andrew Dixon. As now it looks like Davis has found a way past Charlie Lomas, moving up into 8th place. James Tate's right behind. Hartley comes to the inside on Maya Simpson, ducks back into the slipstream, then ducks out again. Simpson will once again close the door round the outside. This has been a great race for Maya Simpson, holding off Daniel Hartley. Hartley trying to put the move down the inside on Simpson into the right-hander for turn 1. Simpson holding firm though, closing the door. Hartley unable to find a way through. As we click through the half race distance, 6 minutes off the 12 in the bag. As they go round Gasworks, Simpson going wide, that could give Hartley the run, as Hartley will now try and put the move down the inside. Simpson closes the door. Hartley needs to line this one up round Paddock Bend to try and get the run, and Hartley once again comes to the inside very early rather than sitting in the slipstream that he's currently in now. Comes out of that corner, comes straight to the inside. Will definitely be scrubbing off some speed there, will Daniel Hartley, by coming a lot tighter than what Maya Simpson does. If he runs all the way around the outside and slots straight back in, now he's going to go down the inside of Maya Simpson into centre 1. Daniel Hartley through and up into 6th place. There's a gap though of 1.4 seconds to those in front. Make their way round the horseshoe. They seem to be fairly clear in terms of the gaps between them. Now we've got the 41 of Lomas coming under pressure from James Tate and Ben Adrian as they go down. Tate wants Adrian to push him along. Adrian comes straight out the slipstream and moves through. So Adrian clearly feels he's got the pace now to attack Charlie Lomas as they go round the dog leg. Tate trying to move back to the inside of Ben Adrian. Adrian looks like the kart's coming to him towards the end of this race, and he does go down the inside of Lomas into the left-hander. Ben Adrian with a great move, starting to move his way through inside the top 10. That's him up into 9th place for Ben Adrian. Set the fastest lap on lap number 7 as well with a 53.131 for Ben Adrian. So he's starting to make his way through. The gap though in front is around about 2 seconds. It's going to take a lot for him to close up on Tyler Dixon, but now he's managed to make a way through on Lomas and Tate. He's starting to move away. It's Simpson now, I think, in front of Ben Adrian as Tyler Davis has found a way through. Daniel Hartley with the fastest lap at 53.117. 3.5 minutes plus 1 lap remaining in this Minimax final. There's Braith Murdoch just in front of Harris Roberts. Charlie Vary's now opened the gap up of 1.7 seconds. So Murdoch and Roberts. Roberts, who was under investigation in the early part of this race. Murdoch, who was involved in the opening lap incident with Fabricius that saw Fabricius on the grass and dropping down the order. He's recovered to 14th place thus far with 3 minutes plus 1 lap remaining as they come over the start-finish line. The gap opening up even further, 0.6 of a second out for Vary, then Murdoch and Roberts. Ewan House, Andrew Dixon, Daniel Hartley, Tyler Davis, Maya Simpson, Ben Adrian and Charlie Lomas. Fastest lap for Ben Adrian has closed up on Maya Simpson on the previous lap to the tune of 1.5 seconds and is closing in on 8th place. Murdoch bouncing it up over the curbs, and then we'll go slightly defensive to the inside. Harris Roberts puts the move in down the inside on Murdoch. Murdoch's going to try and run all the way around the outside, but Harris Roberts is through into second place. 2 minutes and 8 remaining then in this one. I think we're going to get 4 more laps in because Vary's far enough down the road that he's going to get round in sufficient time. Roberts with a couple of checks over his shoulder. See where Braith Murdoch is. What they want to be worrying about is Ewan House and Andrew Dixon behind them because they're closing in as well. 0.6 of a second Ewan House took out of the battle in front of him on the previous lap, dragging Andrew Dixon along as well. Ben Adrian is through as there's a cart out there with only 3 wheels on the wagon. The marshal holding it. The cart, I think, is parked on the outside over there. So we'll have a quick look to who's dropped down. That's Daniel Hartley, who was running up inside the top 6, has retired. There's the cart on the outside. Left rear wheel missing on that one because the marshal is keen there to reunite the cart with its tyre. But Daniel Hartley retires from the final here at round number 1 of the Kart Championship. Vary continues to lead then from Harris Roberts and Braith Murdoch, Ewan House and Andrew Dixon, Tyler Davis and Ben Adrian. Once again, setting the fastest lap. 52.745 for Ben Adrian, making his way through the field here. Just having a quick look to remind myself where Ben Adrian started this race. Was in 9th place and then dropped all the way down the order at the start and is now starting to make his way through. Running now in 7th. This is the battle going on in front of him though, for second place between Roberts, Murdoch, House and Dixon. House and Dixon closed up a lot earlier as Ewan House takes a chunk of curb on the inside. Will now have to defend as they run down towards the first corner. Behind that's the battle for 6th place between Tyler Davis and Ben Adrian. Time has elapsed at the top of the screen, so when Charlie Vary comes round next time with a gap of 2.5 seconds, he will be seeing that last lap board on the overhead gantry. Harris Roberts and Braith Murdoch. Lead this battle for second place. Now Murdoch's going to go down the inside, forceful in his overtake on Harris Roberts. Side pod to side pod for Braith Murdoch, and he's through up into second place. Roberts then down into 3rd. Ewan House just behind in 4th place with Andrew Dixon in P number 5. Last lap board for Charlie Vary. Gap of 2.8 seconds. You'll see him flash through the screen further down the road as they go through the dogleg section. It's going to be comfortable for Charlie Vary at the moment, leading the way here in JKC in Minimax with Braith Murdoch in 2nd place. Harris Roberts in 3rd with Ewan House, Andrew Dixon, Tyler Davis and Ben Adrian as they bounce over the curb at the back straight. 5 more corners for Charlie Vary. Round Gasworks for the final time as the rest of the field streams through as well. Ewan House closer this time to Harris Roberts. Your race leader though, Charlie Vary, out of the final corner to take victory here at round 1 at Warden Law. From Braith Murdoch, Harris Roberts complete the top 3 with Ewan House and Andrew Dixon in front of Tyler Davis and Ben Adrian. And then we've got a gap back. Will it be Maya Simpson appearing? It is in front of Charlie Lomas and Amy Peacock coming through into 10th place, having started in 17th, with Oliver Fabricius recovering to 11th place. James Tate, Ben Robinson, Bella Brown, Harry Warby, Charlie Kelso, Tom Drake, Aston Brown in there as well. Great recovery from Oliver Fabricius from 25th up into 11th place. There's your top 2 though of Charlie Vary and Braith Murdoch. Very, very happy with the 2 of them. Harris Roberts having a quick look down there at his right side pod. I think that's his indication of checking And how much rubber's down there from the overtake on that Murdoch put on him earlier on in that race. Murdoch, though, receiving the plaudits from his friends down there. Charlie Vary as well, your race winner in our Minimax class.